Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out On My Youth by WayV, who recently made their comeback. As of me recording this reaction, they made the comeback just a day ago. Very excited about this one. The last time we checked them out was with the Phantom, if I'm not mistaken, which really blew me away. I really enjoyed that music video. So without further ado, I am aware of the fact that there's a couple of track videos that they released prior to the release of this title track. I hope to react to it somewhere down the line, maybe sometime next week potentially, or just this month in general. For the time being, I didn't have the option. As you probably see, there's been like a ton of videos that were released today. So for that reason, I had to minimize some other aspects and just react to the title track. But if you are interested in me reacting to the other track videos by WayV, let me know in the comment section and I'll try to make it happen. So, On My Youth by WayV. Let's go. Somebody's having a panic attack?
Oh, 能够回到你微笑的季节，如果心碎能被复原完美，我们之间能不能到位 ？I don't know why.
Why?
像会错误倾斜你的期待，你给的爱理所当然不在，小丑回忆想重新改变，遗憾未来。
Oh, the arrows continue flying. Ooh, that's a cool representation. That was a cool representation of like depression, because everybody's in the room but he's the only one almost like drowning and shit, and like the whole the metaphors of like the arrows being fired, kind of reminiscent of Lost My Mind by Wasa in a way, or anytime like arrows are being fired at you, almost like trying to hurt you. And the visuals of the water in the car, almost like drowning, having that panic attack, destroying everything within the path, and like going through potentially like a breakup, like the snow and everything is also very, very symbolic in terms of like feeling cold and whatnot, and feeling depressed, and them running together almost like as if like committing some kind of an act of like vandalism or a crime or something like something along those lines. And they say blame it on my youth, which kind of like throws me back to like old school BTS kind of storyline in terms of like the darkness that is expressed through the road to becoming an adult and whatnot, which is interesting too. That was an interesting line. Lies are like rotten tree with deep roots. Damn.
You can blame it on that. Blame it on my youth. 留下遗憾 past life. 沙漠去那上海.
Damn.
Right. I can't even talk right. Blame it on my youth. 留下遗憾 past life. Call up in the past. I know they say that we're too young. Every day we're growing. They say we're too dumb. Problem is that we don't know it. Anyway, any day, any case, we gon' elevate. We gon' make mistakes. We get there even if it's late. Young, we wanna celebrate love. you never hesitate. Hey, they will miscommunicate. Times they wanna walk away. Why, you just run away. 爱定格的瞬间将此刻包围。Yeah, I could blame it on the rain. I could blame it on the pain. I could blame it on my ego. Put a cross against my name. 无法回过青春里的结果，在徘徊背的走。You got me better now。还在童话世界来不及长大，让爱风化，让时间崩塌。就算不想结束，大世纪 and my views， 每一次倒数 call it back it on my blame it on my youth。You can blame it on the
Damn. Oh my god, I love the violin. Get up and fight back, nice. God damn. Oh my god, oh. Holy shit. Felt like a helicopter came in towards the end there. Holy shit. Then the same car that he was almost like drowning in, he decided to leave the car because he decided that being stuck in this depression and being stuck in regret and blaming it on something rather than just accepting it and moving on. Whether it's, battling breakups, battling, whatever it could be that led you to be the way that you are, instead of battling it, just accept it and move on. Which is why 10 got up before the count of 10, because otherwise he would be knocked the fuck out. So he got up and he kept on fighting. But if the visual wasn't him striking, the visual wasn't him swinging, the visual was just him getting up. It doesn't mean that life isn't going to knock you back the fuck down. It just means that you need to be strong enough to stand there. Because otherwise they could have showed a visual of him swinging or him hitting or him just doing something. He was just standing there accepting the fact that he needs to stand up, which I thought was interesting because they could have easily made it even more dramatic by him kind of like fighting back and doing something. Too much juice and whatnot, it almost kind of like makes me feel like too much vinegar in terms of like being young kids and whatnot and being very, problematic, causing a lot of shit to happen. You see everybody's running after them. Like the whole music video is about them struggling with the things that are basically kind of like drowning them and putting them down because they cannot accept it for what it is. Regrets linger, the past life could include love, a relationship, just the life that I was, the life that I chose beforehand. It could have nothing to do with relationships, but the fact that I can't accept it, and like the going through like the ventilation system to see the behind the scenes of what is happening, of what I am doing to myself, and blaming my ego, even hate how we miscommunicate. Well, also is a really interesting lyric. Instead of talking, we just assume. Instead of trying to figure out a solution, we just trying to play the blame game and try to justify our actions or justify who we are, or feel sorry for ourselves because somebody fucked us, instead of just accepting it. As he's talking, everybody else is fighting. It's almost like nobody wants to communicate. Everybody just looks for a reason to fight. It's almost like an excuse, as the arrows keep on firing, but he sits there almost like in peace in a way. So that's really, really interesting. Instead of in the previous shot, there was someone else who was on their knees. Here you're sitting there almost like comfortably laying in your own destruction, and like the arrows could be very well be coming from you, because you blame yourself, you blame your youth, your ego, your past life, your regrets, and everything that it represents, which I thought was also really, really, really interesting. This was an amazing fucking music video, and like there's a really cool lyric also. Maybe I had to lose you. Your absence lets the future drift away. Like, in order to move forward, you have to, if you get stuck in that car and let yourself be drowned in that car, when you have the keys to open the door and just get out from there, you're going to die. So like that car almost like represents like that person, or those regrets, the love and everything else that I am not willing to move on from. As they talk about, I'm too deep in regret, and we have the other member who is lying down on what looks like almost like a bed, but he starts drowning. It's almost like the regrets and the depression that I'm drowning in, like the cold surface. Also, as they're literally in the snow when it's cold as ice, and also them dancing in the fire too is also in the destruction. Like there's a burned car or something like that. It's like dancing in their own wreckage. Shouldn't have covered my mistakes with silence, because it seems like I'm okay with those mistakes. Now I should speak. I should do something, as the lyrics say. So I need to tell you, as he gets up about to fight, which is also really, really cool. So it's almost like the other boxer represents the mistakes that I ignored, the things that led me to this moment that I ignored instead of coming to terms with it. And I just let it knock me down because that's what I deserve, and I blame it on whatever the fuck it could be. And now this is me getting back up and speaking up, and I'm ready to fight back, which is also really, really, really cool. As opposed to what the lyrics kind of say, like it's too late to grow up for you, but not for me, potentially. So I can grow up at any moment. I can grow up and become a better version of myself, and just come to terms with the shit that I've been through. I was really blown away by this one. I feel like it was so incredibly symbolic with the metaphors that they used. Lyrically, it was incredibly meaningful. The vocal melodies were absolutely incredible. The actual production of the song was amazing. The cinematography of this video was also really, really, it was like a beautiful movie. Like, so the black and white boxing shots almost kind of like reminded me a little bit of like Raging Bull or something like that, which I thought was also really, really cool. And just in general, this music video was absolutely beautiful. Like, I think I might actually like it even more than Phantom, because there's just something they kind of like ride this line between classical and modern with this song so incredibly well. And like the vocal melodies, which also get classical in the way that they're delivered, is also just insanely beautiful. Like, this was such a beautiful mesh of so many different styles. And this was incredible. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Be well and safe.